Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths S1. In today's video, we will solve a question on permutation and combination and understand the concept along with the help of the question of June 22, variant 52. Permutation and combination is a part of the syllabus of A-level mathematics S1, 9709. Now the question is, I'm reading part A. In the word crocodile, there are 9 letters. In how many ways it can be arranged? These letters can be arranged. So first thing is, in these type of questions, first of all, write down all the letters. This is the way I write. And it gives me at a glance the understanding that how many letters are identical. So C is identical, O is identical, and how many times it is repeated in the word? 2 times C and 2 times O. Now if I have to arrange all 9 letters, what is the best way? It's factorial, you know that, right? 9 factorial. This means all the 9 letters will be arranged in different ways. But there are repeated cases, identical cases which are repeating. How many times? 2 times. So that's why we have to divide it by those, so that which are duplicated can be cancelled out. Now, I hope you understand the meaning of this. If not, let me explain to you just with the help of one example here in the word crocodile only, or by taking the smaller example. Suppose there is a word seed and you are arranging the letters. Let me call it E1 and E2. If E1 comes here, E2 come here, or E2 come here and E1, will there be any difference? No difference, no? It will be considered same. So that's why we divide it, so that all those cases which are similar in arrangement can be subtracted, can be cancelled out. So we will do 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Now let's see part B. Find the number of different arrangements of the 9 letters in the word crocodile, in which there is C at each end and the 2 E's are not together. Now, there are 2 conditions. The end letters are C and O's are not together. There are 2 ways to handle this type of question. Now, what are those ways? Number 1 is, I have written here dashes, 9 dashes, and on both ends there are C. Now, how many dashes are in between? 7, right? Now we have to manage these 7 letters, and O's has to be together. So if I put O's together, if you see here, when O's are together, then I have 1 dash here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 factorial. 6 factorial will tell you all the cases when O's are together, right? And because they are identical, that's why I am not doing multiply by 2 factorial. When these are not identical, we also multiply by 2 factorial, because these letters can swap or change places with each other. But anyway, this is not the case right now. O is identical, so we will not multiply it by 2 factorial, and we will keep only 6 factorial when O's are together. But question is saying they should not be together. So what I am doing here? This is telling me 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial. All the letters which can come here in whatever ways, O's together or O's not together. Then from it, I am subtracting the cases when O's are together. So I will get those arrangements where O are not together. You get my point? So this is how you will do it. This is one way. I'm giving you a few seconds to think about it. Now, what is the second way to do it? Second way to do it is that in the end you have put C's, and then other than O's, if you do 7 minus 2, because 2 O's and the other letters in crocodile, there are 5 letters. So I have put here 5 dashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 letters have no problem, so it will be 5 factorial. But what will happen here? Multiply by O's which are not together will come on these spaces which I have marked with this in between the letters. Only then they will be separated. So for them I'm writing out of 6 positions, these are 6 positions, the green heights, I can put them on any 2 position. So this will give me all the cases when O's are not together. Right? So these are 2 ways you can use to separate the items. Let's see part number C. 4 letters are selected. Now you are selecting 4 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. Find the number of selection in which the number C is not the same as number O. So when you are selecting, I'm just giving you one example. If there is 1 C, then there will be 2O or maybe 0O. They should not be same. It should not be 1C, 1O, 2C, 2O, 0C, 0O. This should not be the case. So you have to consider all the cases when they are not same. So I have written down here cases, and you will also write down first of all the cases and then we will solve. This is the case when it is 1C, 2O. And other than C on O, how many letters are here? E, L, I, D, R. So there are 5 letters other than C and O. So if you have to make the selection of 4 letters and you have taken 1 C and 2 O, then what is left? 1 letter from these 5 letters. So I have written 1 C, 1 O and 1 different. Okay, this is the way I'm writing. Let's consider all the cases. 1 C, 0 O, 3 different. Let me erase and show you all the cases I have written here. 1 C, 0 O, 3 different. 2 C mean 2 C, 1 O and 1 different letter. Then in this case 2 C and 2 different letters. There is no O. In this case no C, 1 O and 3 different letter. And in this case 0 C, 2 O and 2 different. So this is the way I have first of all written here all the possibilities. After that I will apply here what? Combination. So which I will show you here now. See here. In the first case, just for the sake of example I have done here, I'm taking 1 C, right? Then 2 O and 1 different letter out of those 5 letters which were E, L, I, R. So it is 5C1, right? Then in the next one, 1 C, no O and 3 different letters. So it is 5C3 I have taken. So this is the way I kept writing here. So first step is that you write down all the possibilities which are possible in the given condition, and after that you start writing down their combinations. So this will give you the total number of selections possible with this condition. Okay, if you will have any question you can ask in the query. Okay, now let's see part D. Find the number of ways in which the 9 letters in the word crocodile can be divided into 3 groups. Now, what do you mean by 3 groups? 3 groups mean here, for example, 1, 2, 3, one group, 1, 2, 3, another group, 1, 2, 3, another group. This is the meaning that you are dividing them into 3 groups, each containing 3 letters. So this is my group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. And what is the condition here? This was first condition. If the 2 C's must be in different group. So now we will see again one by one the cases when C's are in different group, maybe in this group, maybe in this group, or maybe in this group. So we will see around them. Now, second important thing which you have to note down, the positions of O, because O is also identical cases. So now let's see the cases. Let me erase it now again. So which cases we have made here? See here. Okay, so I'm showing you here the cases which I have made. So both O's with one C. So because now I have to settle O's, so I will show you one by one the cases here. If you see here, this is my group number 1, this is my group number 2, and this is my group number 3. So because first condition was that C's should be in different group, so I have put C in this group and in this group. This group has no C, the last one. So now what I am doing, I am putting both O's with one C. So this group is done. What is remaining is, in this group out of 5, 2 will fit in, and then remaining 3 will go here. Or if you want to fit in here, first you can write here 5C3 and then 2C2. It will be the same thing, no difference. Now let's see the next case when I'm saying 1 O with 1 C. So now in this case, the second one, in both the C's I will put 1 O. Okay. You can write C in the same first and second group, doesn't matter, right? Don't get confused with that. So now I am writing 2 C's in 2 different groups, right? And then with those I am writing 1 O. So first case was when both the O's were with one C, and now O's are in different C groups. Now what is left here? Here you will write 5C1, because out of 5 letters now 1 will fit in here. Then from the remaining 4, 3 will fit in here and 1 will fit in here, right? After that, the next case is when 1 O with C and 1 O without C. So now you can see here 1 O is coming in the group when there is no C, and 1 O is coming in the group when C is there. Again you will follow the same procedure. Out of remaining 5 letters you will put 2 here, then from the remaining 3 you will put 1 here, and then remaining 2 will come here. Now the last case, when both O's are without C, right? Both O's are without C. Let me just clean it a bit so that you can see clearly. Okay, now the last case. See here. Now in this case, both O's are without C. So I'm showing it in the first group here. So again you are doing it exactly same way. Out of 5 letter 1 will come here, remaining 4, 2 will come here, remaining 2 will come here, 2C2. Now there is something very important. The question has not finished as yet. The very important thing is, in this case, this one particularly, you see C and O are same here, C and O are same here. So these letters, these cases can be identical in few cases. I will show you with the help of example on the next page. So that's why in this case we divide this by 2 factorial, right? Because there is a repetition here. See here, I have tried to explain here that condition. When both O's are one with each C, they will produce exactly the same result. See the example here. These were the 5 letters, R, D, I, L, E, right? And you have O with each C here. Now R is here and E is here. This is just one example. This can swap and E can come here and R can come here. So it will make the same group. So that's why in this case we are dividing it by 2 factorial. In the rest of the cases, there was no such possibilities of repetition of identical things. But in this case, there is a possibility. So that's why we are dividing it by 20. So the final answer will be 10, 10, because you will divide it by 2, then 30, and then 30. Okay, so final answer will be what? 80, because this one will be divided by 2 factorial, which is 2. So final answer will be 80. I hope you understood this question. It was a little tricky question. So after that you can try yourself also. These type of questions you need to practice yourself also after listening or seeing the solution. So thank you very much. If there is any confusion, please ask in the group comment box. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Don't